Hey, Coachella Valley, and welcome to Live with your Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Katie Stice, CEO of the Rancho Mirage Chamber. And before we get into our incredible edition today, I want to let you know that I'm teaching a Zoom workshop tomorrow on how to create these live videos, the intro, the exit. If this can help your business or your nonprofit, hop on with me tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I'm going to just walk folks right through it. But today is a really special interview. You probably already know Amy Sand. She's regional director at the Braille Institute, and this nonprofit creates amazing services for the Coachella Valley. We're so proud here. Amy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Katie. It's great to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Now, tell us a little bit about, how the Braille Institute has really been pivoting and innovating and changing things during this time.
Yeah, absolutely, Katie. The first thing I'd like to say is that we are open. We are open for business, and we're providing services, classes, and workshops remotely. And we're using Microsoft Teams, which is a highly secure platform, because, of course, many of the clients that we serve who have low vision or no vision can be quite vulnerable. So Braille was very committed to taking the time and getting squared away on the Teams platform. As many of you probably know out there working in the community, a lot of the people that we serve are also seniors who tend to be vulnerable and like to be cautious. So this way we're able to assure them that, when they're getting online to work with us, that all of their computers and their identity is all protected, and they're not going to get interrupted in any way. And the other great thing is we are teaching everybody who's taking advantage of our free services how to access Teams. So we're providing a video, but if you can only come in on phone, we're calling you and we're teaching you one-on-one how to do that. If you're not real tech savvy and you're not really sure about getting that invitation and linking in, we're going to work on that one-on-one with you too. So if you're coming in for a low vision assessment appointment, a class, or a workshop, you're already going to be trained one-on-one, if you need it, by us, so that you can participate and not get frustrated. Sometimes getting into these different platforms or accessing these virtual programs they're a little frustrating for me. So we're doing our best to make it as simple as possible for people to access these services, maybe.
Oh, great. I'm so happy to hear it. And tell us a little bit about some of the workshops that folks out there, should know about. You have different workshops that are fitting for different levels of vision. Tell us a little bit about those.
Well, I think that one of the best workshops that we offer on a monthly basis at Braille is called Understanding Vision Loss. And this is a great workshop because it's applicable not just to those who may be first losing their vision, but to their friends and their family, or maybe their neighbors who are having some sort of a vision loss. And in this workshop, we're going to teach folks what happens when you lose your vision or you're starting to, and tell you about our services and how we can help you continue to live your life independently. And very important for our entire community, we also cover what we call human guide in this workshop. And that's great for all of us. So when we see that person on the street corner with a white cane, we're going to teach you the appropriate way that you can approach someone in the community and offer your help without being offensive or scary.
No, I'm so happy that, we're talking about this, because I think I should attend the class. I have a family member who is struggling right now, and I didn't think about it necessarily, but now that you're talking about it, I'm thinking this is really applicable to me and my family right now. So thank you so much for offering these. It's nice to know that if folks are out there in the community and they see one of their neighbors, right? I consider everyone in our community to be one of our neighbors. Then there is a way to help and to approach and to work together, because a lot of times it could be about safety issues. So that's really important too. Oh, thanks for that. And who teaches those classes?
Well, our instructors, myself and some of our instructors actually give these presentations, Katie. And, just going back on the human guide, right now with COVID, we're teaching a special method because, of course, what's very difficult for people with low to no vision is it's a tactile world for them. Everything that they try to locate or having someone assist them in public is through touch. And our orientation and mobility specialists, who are the people who teach folks how to work with a white cane, have developed some great tips and tricks for you to assist someone you don't know without having to physically touch them, yet still give them some human guide, whether that's at the supermarket or on the street corner.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're live right now, and we do have comments coming in. A lot of folks who know you and love the organization. It's been a staple in the desert for so long. Great reputation. But your special hello comes from Guide Dogs of the Desert and Friends, of course.
Nice. Well, and a shout out to them because, one of the great services that we do offer is orientation and mobility. And that's when folks really are going to start to need a white cane to maintain their independence and find their way around. And the great news about Braille is that a lot of people don't think about guide dogs need you to be certified before you can start to attend school with them. And Braille provides that certification through our O&M training, our orientation and mobility training. So that's one of the great free services, Katie. We also, while we're talking about all of that, since they gave the shout out, White Cane Month is coming up this October, and we will be having a lot of workshops. No kidding. We're hosting a lot of workshops. You can access registration for those at our website, which I see scrolling out of the screen here. And, this is a great time to celebrate independence and mobility for people. There's no reason what Braille brings to our community are the skills and the tips and everything that a person needs when they're starting to lose their vision so that they can continue to enjoy life the way they always have. There's no roadblock when you're losing your vision. It's all out there. There's so much. And Katie, I always like to say Braille's the best kept secret in the desert. And I like to I'm sure, because I've met so many of you in the community, and I say that and you say, and I say, I bet you think we're just out here teaching people to use the white cane or working with people to teach them how to read Braille. And we do that. But the majority of what we do is help people who are first losing their vision, mostly due to age-related eye vision loss, such as macular degeneration or glaucoma. And I'd like to really compare it to when somebody gets a joint replaced and a knee or a hip or a shoulder, they get referred to a physical therapist. And you go to the physical therapist who then assesses you and makes a schedule for therapies until you're back to living your normal life. And I like to get the word out there that that's exactly what Braille Institute is providing. We are low vision rehabilitation services. Once you're diagnosed with low vision, with some sort of an eye disease, the doctor sends us a referral and you visit. We then reach out to you, just as it happens when your doctor refers you to physical therapy, and schedule an appointment. It's with a certified low vision occupational therapist who then refers you to these other services that we offer under our roof to get you back to your regular life. So yeah, so if you spend a couple of months with us taking different classes and workshops, we've got great technology. Katie, there's over 300 apps available for people with low vision. Right. I just overlooked it. and probably even more since the last time someone told me that number. We have screen readers for computers that we can teach people about, portable tabletop magnifiers. There's now accessibility built in to entertainment technology. So many of our smart TVs, many of our smart TVs now will provide, built right in, you don't have to download anything, descriptions of what you're watching on TV. So will the Roku, the Fire Stick, and so are many of the platforms that you get your programming from, such as Netflix or the Disney Channel. So we're able to share all of that information and teach people how you can access all of those things, especially all of the smart devices. This is a world that we all are dependent on our smart devices.
Absolutely.
Right? And for people who may be losing their vision, we can make everybody's phone talk to them, and you just said, wow, but your phone talks to you. You're either using Google Assistant or Siri, but nobody thinks of that, when they're starting to lose their vision. And these vocal assistants are key in assisting people in everyday tasks that they may be doing. I attended a seminar a couple of weeks ago about with corporations that produce these types of devices. And, the Amazon Show, the latest version, you can now hold up your prescription bottle and it will read the label to you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Technology really is incredible. I mean, Amy, because I can tell you're so passionate and you're so excited to get this information out into the community. Tell me how long you've worked there, and then I want you to tell the watchers or the viewers, why do you do what you do?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to be with Braille now for 8 years. I just celebrated my 8th anniversary. Yeah. And Katie, I am passionate and excited about it because I always say, you don't know what you don't know. And when I came to Braille, and I realized I too thought Braille was just here teaching people to read Braille books. And I didn't realize how many people in our community, were really suffering from some sort of a vision loss, and how that was keeping them at home possibly, or making them very dependent on a spouse just for daily tasks. And when I was able to start to visit classes and presentations that our instructors were providing, and I could see the proverbial light bulb go off over our clients' heads, it was just so amazing to me to see, and rewarding to see that, people, just the simplest tasks, pouring your coffee, reading your newspaper, that people don't need to be precluded from these just everyday things that the rest of us take for granted when it's so easy to learn how to keep doing it.
Well, I am so excited that you've come on today to share all of this. I mean, it's eye-opening to me, and I really hope for everyone who's out there watching, I really hope that you check out their website and maybe participate in a couple of the events that are coming up, or the workshops coming up, obviously virtually, which is really nice because that means you can sign in from home and where you're comfortable and learn a little bit and participate in the community. Tell us a little about this, the lighting workshops that are coming up. What are those about?
Absolutely, Katie. So we have a couple more lighting workshops coming up this fall term. We'll have one on October 15th and another one on November 20th. And these are really great workshops, even if you haven't been diagnosed with a low vision type of situation. Pretty much any of us, I know myself, my eyes are getting older. We can all use information as we age about the best lighting to use. And so we will cover in this workshop what is the best task lighting in the home or in the office for different tasks. So whether that's in the kitchen when you're preparing food, whether that's trying to read your medications or perhaps a book, when you're trying to do a hobby, you're knitting or working a puzzle. This workshop will cover all the different types of lighting and the best lighting to use in these instances to just make your life a little easier.
You all have thought of absolutely everything, which is why the Braille Institute is amazing. And we're so happy that you're in the Valley. Well, I just want to say a huge thank you for popping on today. I definitely want to talk with you again next month, because I know it's a very special month for Braille Institute. And we just wish you the best. I'm so happy that you came on just to talk a little bit about how your programming can really reach into our community in a new way. And I'm looking forward to attending your Understanding Vision Loss workshop. Yeah, with my family for sure. So thank you so much for popping on. And we just want to wish Braille the absolute best. How else can people out there, maybe someone's looking to support Braille Institute, what would you recommend they do?
Absolutely. You know, it's with getting access to Braille is always the same through our website or by calling our 1-800 number, which is 1-800-BRAILE. And that's 1-800-272-4553. You know, Braille is a nonprofit, and we've been so lucky. We're at 101 plus years, Katie, of 7 centers across Southern California. And all of these programs and services are free because of all the wonderful and generous donors over all of these years. And we know that there are so many of you here in the Coachella Valley area who are always looking for a good cause to support. And so you can make those donations either at our website or calling the 1-800-BRAILE number. We're always grateful for all of those contributions.
Oh, sounds great. Well, Amy, again, thank you so much for coming in today and sharing. I look forward to hearing more in October. Be well, and we'll look forward to doing this again soon, okay?
Terrific, Katie. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for tuning in today to Live with Your Chamber. It's so important now more than ever to support our local nonprofit organizations because of the amazing services that they provide to our community during COVID or not. It is very important to support our nonprofit organizations. So hopefully you are reaching out to Braille Institute website that I had on earlier, brailleinstitute.org, and helping out or signing up for a class. The last thing I'll let you know is what I did earlier. If you are interested in learning how this works, I use a platform called StreamYard, and the little intro and exit that I use is an app called Canva. I'm going to be teaching folks, businesses, nonprofits, how to use these and even monetize them, maybe for their small business or their nonprofit. Thank you to our sponsor, NBC Palm Springs, for sharing this video. We'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Be well, take care, be nice to each other. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.